Hi, I'm John Oltsik, Principal Analyst for the Enterprise Strategy Group.
In 2003, it was very exciting to start the cybersecurity practice, and I was passionate about security, but I was learning on the fly. When we started, we were scratching and clawing to just be relevant and find any business that we could.
When I first met John, he was an analyst covering storage and open systems. And then right around the .com era, he expanded his knowledge base and really developed some serious networking chops. He took that inherent knowledge of infrastructure and data and connectivity and had the foresight to see how cybersecurity would become so important in a hyper-connected world. And from that point on, John reinvented himself to become one of the leading analysts and really preeminent thought leaders in the field.
One of the first memories I have of John building the cybersecurity practice and his brand was at Microsoft. He had written a very powerful paper that was fair and just, and it called out some of the things that Microsoft needed to do to improve. We were invited to go to Microsoft, and it was in that meeting that I saw John just command the space that he was occupying and really took a leadership position, was able to deliver very, very difficult messages to a very, very, very tough Microsoft team. And of course, from there on, he just became one of the most trusted and respected analysts in the space.
John's the heart and soul of our cybersecurity team. He built the practice, and his commitment to the industry and our clients sets the standard for what we do.
I've had the opportunity to interact with John as a competitor, as a customer, and as a coworker. But regardless of the type of relationship I've had with John at the time, he's always been the same. Insightful, gracious, helpful, funny, just a good human being.
John is truly passionate about his coverage area. He feels really strongly about the cybersecurity mission, and it's hard to not get that sense from John anytime you talk to him.
Cybersecurity is different. It matters to you, it matters to me, it matters to our society. It has geopolitical ramifications, it has law enforcement ramifications, it has public safety ramifications. So I'm extremely passionate about cybersecurity. I'm just as passionate now as I was when I started.
The one thing none of us can take away from John is his professionalism.
Go ahead.
He does that before.
I don't know. I'm a performer, man. What can I say?
I love you. I hate you.
Identity and access management feels like a little bit of a dinosaur, right? It's
Wait a second. That was really good. A lot of interesting things happening in information security, Steve.
You want to give me any more specifics than that?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me questions.
so identity and access management is kind of
Laughing.
you are.
No, you did that.
I was trying to get through it though.
I'm going to talk about secure DevOps initiatives.
And what I'm hearing from a lot of CISOs is that It's already counted.
No, I was touching it.
Oh, okay.
I don't interact with the talent.
What talent?
Action.
Oh my goodness, you really are going to need to go get Doug, aren't you?
We're about to head to RSA.
Yep.
You're on your own. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
John helped mentor numerous ESG analysts over the years on not only how to do the things that one expects of an industry analyst, but more importantly, how to best help our clients as go-to-market consultants.
When I became an analyst, one of the first things I did was meet with John to ask him to show me his ways. And he graciously spent time with me, shared tips, best practices. He makes it look so easy, but he really puts in the work.
The opportunity to work with John was one of the key draws for me joining Enterprise Strategy Group. The way he engages with customers really provided an alternative way to do this job, which people appreciate, and ultimately helped build Enterprise Strategy Group into what it is today.
You could always count on John to not be telling you what you wanted to hear, but instead always coming prepared to offer new insights and specific guidance on what actions to take to improve success.
You never felt like you were being talked down to, even though John may have been the smartest person in the room. He never played that card. That incredible, gracious laughter that he would share when we were on client calls together. It's one of the greatest parts of my 20 years at ESG was that laugh, that intelligence, and that great charm and personality that John brought every day.
John is the consummate collaborator. He never shows up without bringing new information, and he's never shy about sharing.
The team at ESG in TechTarget is in extremely capable hands with great expertise, big personalities, good writers, good presenters. So, I leave and I'm just overjoyed with the state of the team as I go.
I'm thrilled that we still have John in an emeritus role. He'll be working with team members, joining our team meetings, on projects with our marquee clients and groups like the ISSA, as we continue his legacy of excellence and client service.
I plan to stay active in the cybersecurity community. That may mean consulting, teaching, working with startups, local governments or state governments, or even the federal government. I don't know. But besides that, I'm retired, or as we say here in Boston, I'm retired. So that may mean some recreational activities as well. One of the things I'll do is play more with my band. I've been playing with the same band for almost 18 years, so longer than the Beatles. Hopefully we'll have more chance to practice, more chance to gig.
I've learned a ton from watching John since I've been at ESG. I'm glad he'll still be around, but I'll miss the day-to-day insights and humor that he's never failed to deliver over the last 5 years.
We couldn't be more thankful to John, not only for laying the foundation for what would become Enterprise Strategy Group's cybersecurity practice for 20 years and counting, but also for all of his broader contributions to the cybersecurity community.
What I'll miss most is more like, well, what you miss when a family member moves away. I'm going to miss John's genuine and highly personalized approach. I'm going to miss his New York humor and working with someone who cares so much about every individual he interacts with throughout his life. Or maybe this kind of feels like retiring an old favorite pair of boots that served you well, fit you like a glove, delivered every time, and became such an important part of your daily life.
So while we wish John the best in retirement, with many bowls of good cioppino, some tasty guitar licks, and some great runs in the slopes, we also are comforted by the fact that we have such an incredibly solid cybersecurity practice here at the Enterprise Strategy Group, with wonderful analysts that can continue to provide actionable insights and an always strong cadence of quantitative research that provides insight into the buyer's needs and requirements moving forward.
It's been a professional joy to me to work with the team at ESG through 21 years. I've had a great time. I hope that I've spread some joy and entertainment in a subject that's really important to the world. And I've really enjoyed working with all my colleagues.